what is up? Welcome back. My name is Tess. Today's video is going to be an exciting one. We're going to try out the new Patricia Major Skin Foundation. I have two shades with me, and yeah, I'm going to do swatches and a little bit of a wear test and give you guys my first impression. I just want to put this video up really quickly so you guys can have some swatch references. So yeah, if you guys are interested in today's video, please don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and share with your friends. I really appreciate that. Let's go ahead and jump right in. This is the Major Skin collection. You have the Major Skin Cream Foundation and Finishing Powder Duo that retails for $52. They come up with 24 shades. And you also have the Major Skin Dual-Ended Complexion Brush. It retails for $45. Also, let me tell you guys a little bit about the Major Skin Cream Foundation and Finishing Powder Duo. It said it's light to medium buildable coverage, conceal without dulling complexion, natural skin-like finish. Use translucent powder to blur pores and control shine, concentrating on the T-zone. Alright, this is my current perfect match. Is the Charlotte Tilbury Fair 3 Neutral from the Beautiful Skin Foundation. This is Patricia Fair 2, pretty neutral as you guys can see. And this is Patricia Fair 3, which I thought, you know what, this is a pretty spot on match as well. And this is the Bourjois Healthy Mix 52 Vanilla. And this is the Dior Forever Skin Glow Foundation in the shade 1W. So just a peek on the shade differences. Here is a size comparison with the blush. This is the size comparison for the bronzer duo. It's definitely the biggest of all three. You get a lot more product than the blush and the bronzing duo. Let's go ahead and try Fair 2 just to see. Kind of feel like it might match me really well. So yeah, let's give it like a swatch, shall we? Okay, very creamy, but it might be a little light. That is the shade Fair 2. Actually, it's not a bad match. Fair 2 is neutral undertone. Fair 3 is golden neutral. And let's try it out. That is... So this is Fair 3 with the golden undertone. You guys can definitely see it is definitely more yellow and more warm. And this is Fair 2 with the neutral undertone. I think I'm just going to go for Fair 3 for today. I'm just gonna massage it into the skin. And I'm going to use the applicator, this side of the applicator. I'm going to take some of the foundation and go in. Definitely feels pretty lightweight for sure. Okay, let's see how well it does as far as coverage goes. I'm gonna use it to kind of cover up my dark circles. The coverage is definitely quite sheer, I would say, but you can build. Let's see how well we can build on this. Let's see how well it does on the redness. Okay, and it's just a very natural kind of a finish. This is the side with the foundation. This is the side without. I mean, it's giving light coverage right now. I didn't really like build it up too much, but it definitely evens out my redness and my pigmentation. You guys can see that. I would say it's like a natural satin finish. You can see a little bit of the glow, not super duper glowy though. And I'm going to use a puff to apply on this side. definitely creamy, but not super duper creamy. The texture is a lot thinner than quite a pretty finish, a natural satin-like finish. I actually quite enjoy that. But we have to see if this lasts on me. Okay, so that is the application with a puff. This is with the brush. Okay, I am loving how it applies with a puff like this. I am loving it right now. And let's go ahead and apply some concealer and then we'll side it with powder. Okay, I'm just gonna go in with my trusty Armani Luminous Silk concealer and let's see how. I'm just gonna cover up some of the redness. So far, I'm just going to lightly blend out the concealer. Okay, I am noticing there's a dry patch here. And I kind of feel like foundation kind of sits on top of this little patch here. And that's the only thing I'm noticing right now that I am not loving. Now that's set it with powder, I'm going to use this brush to set it. I'm going to lightly dust it on the forehead. It's quite a soft powder. I'll swatch it at the back of my hand for you guys so you guys can see. I'm just going to lightly set on this side. Okay, so this is the side lightly set it. This is the side without setting. You guys can see it has a very, very light, soft matte finish. It's not flat matte, which personally I do prefer. Now let's set it with a puff. Okay. Seems to be quite nice. This powder definitely is one of those like softer powder. I don't know how it's going to work if you have very oily skin. It's not one of those like super drying or mattifying powder, which honestly I personally prefer. And I quite like the powder actually. Alright, let me know which side you guys prefer, if you guys can see a difference. It is 8:15 p.m. right now and I'll wear it for a couple hours and come back and let you guys know my thoughts on the foundation and the powder. But right off the bat, it's not bad. The only thing I will say though is just I kind of feel like the foundation is kind of sitting on top of my dry patch. I didn't even notice I have a dry patch. I feel like the foundation kind of made me notice that because I didn't even realize I actually have some dry patches here. When I was wearing my other skin tint or foundation like the Ilia or the Beauty Blender Bounce, I really didn't notice. So that's the only thing that I noticed so far. The finish is definitely natural satin finish. The powder is not ultra matte as well, but it does mattify a little bit. So far I like it, but I am not like super duper like oh my god obsessed with it. And that's just my first impression right off the bat. We'll give it a couple more hours and I'll come back, let you guys know how everything wore. Okay you guys, it is currently 11:29 p.m. so it's been about a good 3 hours. I still put on some makeup. For the bronzer today, I used the Patrick Sculpted bronzer. I just used the cream bronzer. And for the blush today, I used one of my favorites. She's blushing. And I only used the cream as well. For the eyeshadow today, I use one of my favorites, the Rose palette. Just use the glitter on the eyes. And I also do a little bit of the blush from She's Blushing just through the crease. So that's pretty much what's on my face today. And for the lips, I am currently using this Very Juicy lip gloss from Rue Cosmetics. And that's pretty much what's on my face. And I do feel like at this point, my face is looking a little more dewy or glowy, shall we say, than you last saw me. Like I said before, I do feel like powders are not super duper like mattifying. It's not one of those super drying type of powders, which I personally prefer. But if you do have oily skin, maybe you would have to kind of powder at this stage. Personally, I like it a lot better than when I initially apply, because I feel like the cream foundation kind of is now like one with my skin, whereas before I can see the dry patch. I mean, I can still see it, but it just doesn't look as obvious. And I'll zoom you guys closer so you guys can see the parts where it kind of start to wear off. And I was wearing glasses, so there is like a missing part here, which is kind of normal. And this is the forehead. Minimal settling, just a tiny little bit, not too crazy. And this is the dry patch I was talking about earlier. It doesn't look as drying as before, so I do feel like the foundation is kind of like become one with the skin right now, which I do like, and it kind of gives me a little bit more glow. If you have oily skin, you probably would really want to powder. I'm wondering if we should do that right now. Like try powdering together. Yeah, let's try powder a little bit and see where that can get us. Okay, let's try put a little bit of the powder just around the nose area and see. Yeah, it definitely helps kind of knock off some shine. Yeah, it definitely helps with the glowiness. I mean, I personally, I like the look of it, but I'm just saying, you know, if you do have really oily skin, maybe that will be one of your concern, is that at hour 3 you start to get really glowy already. And that work really, really beautifully. This is on powder side, and this is the powder side. Okay, I'm just gonna put a little bit of the powder here as well. And that kind of knock off the shine pretty much. Yeah, we will see how many hours it can last, and I'll come back later and give you guys another update. Okay, you guys, I'm here for my final check-in. It is currently almost 3 a.m. so we're about almost a good 7 hours, almost 7 hour. I just want to show you guys what the face is looking like. The forehead honestly is not bad at all. There's no more like settling into the lines, just stays the same pretty much. Yeah, it pretty much just stays the same, which I like. I think the forehead is not doing too bad. And for the under eyes, I do feel like it starts to kind of just went a little bit downhill around here. I can see a little bit of that dryness, like the concealer is kind of wearing off with the powder. I can see a little bit around just this area. I don't know if you guys know what I'm trying to say here. It just didn't look as smooth, but again, it's almost 7 hour wear, so I'm not too pressed about that. And let me show you guys around the nose area. It doesn't wear horribly. Definitely there's signs of wear around the nose. I'm glad that it didn't really, you know, do a whole lot of settling into my fine lines, so that was nice. Definitely wear it off around the nose area, which isn't too bad. And the rest of my face. Yeah, I wouldn't say it wears terribly. It definitely has signs of wear, but it's really not too bad. It sums up some of my thoughts. I really do like the finish of the foundation. I like how the powder is very soft, velvety finish. It's not over drying, so I really do like everything about this foundation. The only thing I notice is just the dry patch I was talking about earlier. But I do feel like once you do start to wear it, once the cream starts to settle into the skin, it kind of becomes one with the skin, so you don't really see it that much. Overall, I really do enjoy the foundation and the powder. $52 is a little steep, but it also comes in a really beautiful packaging, and you have 2 products that you can bring with you on the go. So yeah, that's really up to you guys if you guys have the budget for it. Anywho, please do check the review with the oily or combo skin for the review. I have really dry skin, so I think this foundation and the powder finish is something that I really do enjoy. I can't say for sure for oily or combo because I do feel like the powder, it's not one of those very drying, soak up a lot of oils type of a powder. And at this point, I do feel like I can powder again if I do want to, and I have really dry skin. So that's something that I will note, is that if you do have oily or oily combo skin, please do check the review of other people. I have really dry skin, so I actually would wish that this finish is a little bit more glowier, but that's just me though. Still, it is a really pretty foundation, and the powder, I really do enjoy it as well. I think on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it like a solid 7. It doesn't wear terribly, and it really doesn't settle into the lines that I'm very like self-conscious about. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Let me know down in the comments if you guys are interested in this launch. Are you excited? Not excited? Comment down below, chat with me, and thank you guys so much for watching. If you have not subscribed, I would really love for you to subscribe, join the fam. Yeah, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.